Hey guys, this is CVAC0 doing another IXDL Open League cast, and let's just go right into it. So, one thing you might notice is Liquid IX Mike is playing in this game, and if you want to, you can check out his stream because currently he's streaming this game, but I'm not going to look at it because that'd be cheating. And you know, this will just give me a little bit more practice. But just having Liquid IX Mike here, and it makes things a lot more interesting. For the bans, we see a Treant ban, and Treant in the IXDL League has actually been doing a lot of work. Although in the pro scene, it's not been doing that great if you watched a Q-Pad game recently. I won't spoil too much about it, but it didn't work out that well. So I guess I'll go ahead and go to the picks. There's a Magnus, Lifestealer, and Leshrac pick, and so far it's very, very strong for the Dire side. You have the Leshrac Nanex, part of that tri-lane. I think the Leshrac pick was mostly to try to deny that Shadow Demon of anything. Actually, no, never mind. Forget that. I'm retarded. He's already got coddled. So looking to combo that with the Leshrac. We'll see what the second support will be. That's a possibility they might run a farming Leshrac. I have seen who ran the farming Leshrac? I think Zenith did recently, but it didn't work out too well. And okay, so we'll go ahead and look at the Radiant supports. Shadow Demon, Keeper of Light, both really, really strong tier 1 supports. Warlock, most likely going to be a mid Warlock. He gets that level 6 really quickly, gets a bit of farm, gets the Agams, maybe a Refresher. You can really deal a lot of damage, especially with that Fatal Bond. Fatal Bonds with Keeper of Light Blast, if it hits, it just does a massive amount of damage. And there's a PL ban. Yeah, no one wants to play against PL, even though everyone acknowledges him to be a strong hero. There's kind of been this consensus to not pick him in the IXDL League. Darkseer gets banned. They don't want to deal with a strong offlaner, I'm assuming. And you know, there's some good heroes left. Weaver ban. Yeah, Weaver has been picked up pretty often in the IXDL as an offlane hero. So there's a Puck ban. I won't be surprised if Quap gets picked up here, because very, very popular hero. Puck ban. Yeah, right now they're just trying to deny offlane heroes to the Dire, because if Puck gets picked up, she would probably have to run offlane. Lone Droid gets banned as well, and man, they're just putting a lot of hate on offlane heroes. A couple heroes worth mentioning that is still in the pool. Windrunner would be a pretty good offlane hero, of course. There's a Rubik ban. Yeah, they just don't want to combo that with the Leshrac. That's a really easy combo, telekinesis, and if there's good synergy between the two supports, Leshrac can combo it. And there's an Alchemist pick up here. I think Lifestealer will probably go offlane because that Rage, he can get out there. And with that Alchemist, it's a guaranteed stun almost, and Leshrac would have an easy way of landing that Split Earth. And Alchemist has seen a lot of play recently in the competitive scene. I've seen ZSMJ play Alchemist a couple times, and it was interesting. He was able to take out a PL. If Alchemist gets a Battle Fury, he's just going to farm really, really, really quickly. And creep camps stacked up, and he can use a poison. What's that called? Acid spray. That's right. And spray it on like about two and possibly 3 neutral camps. And on the Dire side, it might be 2 or 3. I'm not sure. But he can definitely farm really quickly, as we all know. It's probably on the Radiant, they're looking to pick up a carry and an offlane hero. They themselves might pick up the Windrunner. Actually, I would not be unhappy if they picked up a, oh my gosh, it's a Bristleback. This is the first time I've ever seen Bristleback being picked up here, and I honestly want to pull up IX Mike's stream right now and see why he picked it. But you know, don't wanna take too much away from this cast, I guess. Bristleback, I guess he would be putting offlane here. It's possible he can be farming, but and tri lane, but I just don't see that. Bristleback,
10 seconds
he'll probably get lots of points and I guess Bristleback.
seconds
It's basically a skill that gives him his name, and he look at that damage reduction. It's max level. It's 40 back damage reduction. Even in the side, it's 20%. That's a lot. There's a Necrolite pickup, and this is Necrolite's a very good hero against Alchemist, especially if he gets like below health. Necrolite will most likely be farming in that tri lane because as a tri lane as an off lane hero is just absolutely terrible. So tri lane for Radiant will be Shadow Demon, Coddle, and Necrolite. I'm looking forward to this game, and there's a lot of disconnects. I'm guessing there's going to be a remake. Okay, so hopefully we'll get back to that as soon as we can. And I'm just going to go into lobby, and they'll probably just do all pick to pick it back up real quickly. Yeah, game mode all pick. And so I can't remember what I can't fully remember what they were gonna do. Alchemist is going to run in a tri lane. They picked up Nature's Prophet. That's right. That is his last pickup. He can do a creep skipping with the tree ants, just running it behind the tower and just pull it. I don't know if he'll be successful here because they do have a I think yeah, Coddle Shadow Demon to just like blow up those tree ants pretty quickly. So we'll see how this works out. Hopefully this will get started soon. I guess. Yep, and here's the load up. Hopefully it won't take too long because my computer's a little bit slow. Yeah. And yeah, there's actually quite a few people observing these games. All part of the master plan. Yeah, I did look at the stream real quickly, and IX Mike was calling for Trian. And the games I have watched Mike play on online or on his stream, he has been picking quite a bit of Trians. I guess maybe he kind of wants Liquid to try it out. He might be just trying to master the mechanics real quickly. But I think his best skill, as I discussed earlier in one of my casts, is the living armor. But unfortunately, we won't see a tree ant here. I'm actually kind of interested if he's maybe one day Liquid might run a tree ant Slark combo, because I did cast a game recently where the tree ant Slark combo just completely slaughtered everybody. I don't know if I'll upload it because it was a 23-minute game and rage quit everywhere, and I could. I'll think about it. Keep it alive. Yeah, it's just picking up the heroes real quickly. And then, here we go. Can't play next. Swap me. That's a lie, Mouse King. And then we'll go ahead and introduce the players. On the Necrolite, it's going to be KZZ. Bristleback is being played by Slayer. On the Shadow Demon is Hood. Warlock is being played by IX Mike himself. And finally, the Coddle player will be Kamehameha Broodstar. These are some pretty well-known names in the Dota community. Music is my sport is on Alchemist. He's going to run mid, and I actually like this idea. His acid spray will definitely hurt Warlock quite a bit. Nax going to be tri-laning this time, and it's going to be not aggressive. Kind of surprised, I guess. But no, they don't even have a tri-lane hero to go with it. Nature's Prophet. I'm going to try to go off. Actually, I don't know. There's actually some trouble. There's no courier, but I think there will be a courier eventually. I wonder how mad he would be. KP's chick was EE's. So we'll see how it goes. Nature's Prophet might just go straight to the jungle. This looks to be alright, yeah. It's a pretty greedy lineup. Magnus is going to go off lane.
The battle begins.
So KZZ actually will do a solo. Wow, I absolutely did not predict these lanes very well, did I? Unless the two supports hope to go down, rotate afterwards, trying to contest the rune. But in the end, gets denied, I believe. Yeah, actually, that's a good point, Arteezy. I don't think I'm pronouncing it right, but I do know he's a pretty famous mid player on Kaipi currently. Is Internal Envy playing? It's possible. They might have just changed up their names. I'm not positive, but it is going to be a try lane. Try versus try is interesting. Bristleback's very survivable. He can chase down heroes. I don't know how much he'll do against Nix. So they're currently pinging this Leshrac. Oh crap, just completely missed that. And he's taking a lot of damage. He's only... Yeah, that armor is just not doing too well. Last hits, we'll just go ahead and look at that. And he might die here. Yeah, he really might die here. I think he should be fine. This might be first blood though. No, just level 1 Fatal Bonds isn't going to do that much. It is a dual lane versus a tri lane, so there won't be too much pulling. Nature's Prophet, of course, goes straight into the jungle. There is a nice ward that blocks his camp. There's some pings. They're looking to go in there, or maybe not sure. Not sure what the pings were for. Bot lane, it's KZZ and Mouse King, and he's doing really well for himself. He's leading all farmers, and of course it's just 1 minute in, well, 2 minutes in almost. Shadow Demon just helping deny. Slayer doing all right. And they just really can't contest this. I don't know if Lifestealer will be able to get a lot of farm in this. Hydra wife and kids. That's a reference to a video a long time ago. And Kato has to be really careful. He might die here. There's a slow, but there will be a disruption. I think he will get out just fine. Oh, unable to chain that up very well. But oh shoot, he might die here. And he's trying. No, Leshrac gets that last hit, and they do kill him. But they do get the return kill. But if it's a try versus a dual lane, this is not a good. This is not good. The thing about Shadow Demon is Leshrac can still combo you. Oh, there's a kill on the. Oh, shoot, sorry guys, I missed this kill. I was trying to analyze top lane, but Alchemist trades his life for Warlock, and it's a favorable trade for Alchemist. He got there first, and he does kill IX Mike. What a disaster. So he's looking to just doing alright so far. But the trades have not been favorable for the Radiant. The Dire have gotten the really good trades so far. And yet the graph shows it a bit. I'm surprised the gold, well, I guess Nix hasn't been farming very well, so Bristleback has been doing alright on the gold. And Necrolite actually is winning his lane pretty hard now. Yeah, Magnus is just unable to do much. It's relatively low health and had to go back to the fountain. There's some pings looking to go. Prepping you for TI3. And yes, there's a kill again. There's assuming there's a rotation. Yes, there was a rotation with Prophet. They just killed him. And Mike, pretty outspoken player, to be honest. I thought he'd be the quiet type, but after watching his stream, he's pretty outspoken. But so is Boba, so maybe they rub off on each other. So top lane, some pings going on. There's a disruption. Will they get the kill here? It looks like they will. Yes, and they're just gonna chase this guy down, tower dive him. They actually might get this next. No, they won't go on it. That edict damage doing a lot to this. There is a rotation from Alchemist, and he actually gets the kill. Wow, there's action everywhere. So Alchemist has that haste rune, and he's gonna chase down this Kato. He's probably gonna just dive him. Yep. And oh no. And Brutes are still dead anyways. Why didn't he charge up? He finally charges up. Oh wow, Alchemist is actually blocked in. He probably should have charged up a little bit earlier. He could have killed him. And Bristleback looks like he's gonna get 2 kills in a row. They're here trading the 2 supports for the 2 core heroes. And if they don't blow this real quickly, they're gonna kill him. Oh, but the TP and rotation by the two supports, and he will die. Oh, that was so close. If he charged it up just a little bit more, he would have killed him. So a very hectic team fight and action everywhere right now. And currently the score is 7-4. Alchemist was close to dying. But it was interesting why Cuddle didn't charge it up earlier. Maybe it was on cooldown. The Prophet TP was well timed. Leshrac was able to respawn quickly and TP back. And so this tri-lane, aggressive tri-lane, ended up being a loss, I'd say by now. Nax level 6, he survived most of that. And he got a lot of EXP from it. And so he called up from that deficit. And I think right now I should just move it to net worth. Necrolite farming very well. Alchemist getting a lot of those kills. And he won pretty handily against Mike. There's a TP. Alk TPing with that stun. But he won't get it. He stuns himself instead. IX Mike taking his chance to do some damage. And they might... IX Mike won't drop the rock on him. And there's some flames and trades going back and forth, but I feel like some of these guys are actually Mike's friends, so this might just be some friendly banter. And Mike will go down here again. At this point, he's almost just feeding this Alchemist, and this is not a good thing to do. And how come he sees... Don't see... I have a hard time reading his stuff. Keeper like it's a kill on Nature's Prophet. Probably just found him in a jungle. Yep. And IX Mike dies again. Alchemist is playing really well. Music is my smart. I wonder who... That might be Arteezy, to be honest. Not positive. Shadow Demon. Getting that disruption. No Soul Catcher quite yet. Gets the Soul Catcher on Nax. But Nax is... he's got his feast. And there's a rock dropped. And hoping to kill this guy. And Leshrac goes down instead. There's a feast on Nax. Getting back to full out HP, but he looks like no, he won't kill the Shadow Demon. They're just gonna right click him down, and Nax goes down. And that was a very good rotation by Mike, able to drop that ulti. There's two rotating from the bot, but they see him. They got that ward. They're gonna be careful. Bot lane, Necrolite farming very well, and there's gonna be a fight. Is there gonna be TP rotation? I don't see it, but. Alchemist gets a stun. IX Mech dies again. Doesn't even see him. And Bristleback, it will die here as well. Yeah. The night vision for Alchemist is really good. 7,000 damaged. Well, he charged it up pretty much full. But Mike not very happy.
His bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, and there might be an engagement here. Looks like they might get go. If they get to disruption, this will be a very dead Leshrac. Charging up that full power and blasting away. He actually didn't time it right, but the Soul Catcher right clicks does fine. Nax just farming away now, and Necrolite gets a tower kill. It's more fight, and Prophet would get out fine. Respect doesn't really have too much. So Lifesaver's, thanks to all the engagements, his net worth isn't that great. Alchemist leading all of farmer scene. He's going for the battle type Alchemist because you know he got that Medallion of Courage, and he might go mech. This is very mid game oriented. This is interesting. I have seen Ice kind of troll build with the mech. That's because there's a TP stun. Most likely it's gonna land on the Bristleback. Yep. Well, the RPB drop there doesn't look like it'll be needed. Oh, the skewer actually causes Leshrac to miss, but it doesn't matter. They just kill him. And there is a TP. Coddle probably nearly died to this. Nature's Prophet. And yeah, Nax just wants to farm. They will get this tower, though. I should be able to back out just fine, though. There's disruption. They need to back out. Yeah, I shouldn't go on this. There's that rotation. IX Mike's TPing out. He doesn't want to get caught again. Shadow Demon might die here. He doesn't have a TP scroll. I think he will die. Yes, there's a skewer. This is the death of Shadow Demon, and he really should have carried a TP scroll. But I don't think he had the mana. Yeah, he bought the TP scroll right before he died though. There's Coddle looking to blast these guys away. He needs to be careful. Wow, that's really aggressive. He just might die here. There's that dive, and he's hoping for a rotation, hoping it out. And he's just gonna die. He overextended too much.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And so this is gonna favor the Dire because I think they have the late game. I don't think they have the damage currently, or they may never have the damage. A lot of the damage is very magical. And Warlock dies again. Alchemist just killing him over and over and over again. This is the saddest Warlock in the world currently. IX Mike not playing well. Mid lane, there's some pings. Looking to be some rotation. They're looking for pink. Alchemist actually nearly dies. Did he drop the ulti for that? Yes, he dropped the ulti just for Alchemist. They just really wanted to kill him. I'm not sure what's his score. 8-1 and 4. Holy crap. Necrolite chooses not to get Heart Stop Aura. That's fine. He really wants to. He really wants to just. That's fine. Heart Stop Aura is mostly good for the early game, but it's not too bad. Never had to go back to base. Thanks to his last hitting abilities. Coddle needs to be a bit careful. Might be just looking to ward. Yep, looking to ward. Ward. No, he might die here. Playing really aggressively. Farming the enemy jungle. There's that TP stun on the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon will probably go down just one hit. No, Nature Trophic gets the kill, and they need a backup. They just can't do it. The rotation and global presence by the Nature Prophet is really doing a lot of work. There is the Necrolike ulti. Magnus comes in, RPs. There's a stun to follow up, and this looks like oh wow, they're really tanky. I wasn't expecting it. I didn't think they would live through that, but it works out fine with them. They were able to get through that. In the end, they only traded one. They only lose one, but they do use up the RP, which is good. Coddle needs to be careful. Just gonna blast from the back. Push out the lanes a bit. Necrolite, of course, farming really well. He finished up his wand, might as well, I guess. Trying to tank up for the mid game. He can't just farm forever. He's keeping on agility, so his regen would be really good later on. And there's some pings. Alchemist stuns himself, but oh, that's unfortunate. Soulcatcher actually lands on Leshrac. If it had landed on Alchemist, there's a chance they could really just burst him down. But they can't now. And Shadow Demon. Wow. Okay, so the stun actually lands on Necrolite guys, and this is just looking really bad. There's a Blinding Light doing a bit of work, and they might get the Alchemist. They do get the Alchemist. This might be a no. It's not a favorable. Okay, it's an alright trade, I guess. Because Alchemist was high level, and it really gives a lot of levels to the supports, and it ends his killing streak. Yeah, monster kill streak. So, and Bristleback got it. So this is good. He will be able to get some more tanky items. He's got a Vanguard, decent item on him. X Mark using Shadow Word to heal himself up. He's got that rock also, but he doesn't. I don't think he has. Yeah, he doesn't have enough combo for the Fatal Bonds. He ends up using the rock to farm. I don't know if this is a good decision. It might come back and bite him because they just can't teamfight afterwards. And yeah, they don't do enough damage to take this tower. This will be wasted. And there's a stun. The rock will just die. He feeds it. There's a stun from Alchemist, and we'll catch IX Mike. I don't know if they'll kill him. And Necrolite needs to be careful. He does have his ulti though, so if they can get him to about a third health, the Necrolite ulti will kill him. And Necrolite gets treed. There's a stun, and the stun will land on Necrolite. Wow, very well. And there's Blinding Light trying to push everybody back. Right click damage just won't happen. Magnus says his RP, misses the skewer. There's a stun on Necrolite. And he gets disrupted. He's about to die. There's an RP just on Necrolite. Worth it. My opinion. Akata will die here. He's just gonna get right click, and there's a little bit of body block from Alchemist. Next, in the meanwhile, is just farming away. There's some TPs here, but he's gonna die. IX Mike needs to be careful. This is where he wish he had Rock. Ended up being a waste. I don't. But he just. I guess he's just trolling a little bit. There's a slow on Alchemist, and Alchemist is actually losing quite a bit of HP to this. To this bristleback, and he actually kills Warlock again. Warlock is just dying so much, and bristleback is doing quite a bit of damage over time. And there is an ulti from Necrolite, and it does finish him off. They might chase this Leshrac, but Leshrac actually edicts up, and he does so much damage. There is a mech up, but Leshrac will go down anyways.
There shall be
Necrolite has about 1208 HP, not doing that well, but it is deceiving because he's got the death pulse in mech. They really want to push this. They can't afford to go too long. They should probably actually TPs in to the back and kills this Shadow Demon. They should probably going for Shadow Blade, going for that split push build, and Nax gets that tier 2. Nax has been free farming that entire time, not having the fight, and that says a lot about the Radiant team's lineup, and the Dire teams actually. It's 4v5, and they're breaking pretty even. I really think if IX had that Rock, the fight might have turned differently. Might have ended up being different. And there's a lot of all chat here. I'm guessing they're friends. Wow, Alchemist is probably going to get the stun off on Mike again. Mike is trying to juke, and he might get the juke off. He does get the juke off. Oh, but he stuns himself and Mike. And does he have his ulti? Doesn't have his ulti, but Mike does. And he might pop it. He does pop it, but it doesn't show. Oh, he does try to throw the Fatal Bones, but there is no connection on anyone. Mike will die here again. But Alchemist looks like he will die. Yes, he dies to the poison. And the Rock's actually doing a lot of damage to his Prophet. But Prophet has a Shadow Blade. He will get out just fine. Shadow Demon. And Leshrac stuns the Golem. But they will all get out fine. It's a Warlock for Alchemist for once. It's a decent trade for the Radiant. Alchemist has really been. He's got that mech. So he's really been working hard. Nature Prophet going out that push. Oh, there's a kill on Radiant's Courier, and I think the Illusions got it. Wow, I think the Illusions killed him. Leshrac even kills Bristleback. So apparently he was armlet toggling and messed it up and died. So there is a pause. Let's see what happens. I guess it was just a misclick. And so Necrolite kills the tower. He will trade his life though, but it's worth it, you know. He's trying to TP out. If he gets out, he won't get out. Maybe it might be a waste of a TP scroll, but he's got 2,000 gold. Let's see what he goes for. I wouldn't be unhappy if he goes for a Shiva. We'll see what he chooses though. I gave it my all. Don't get mad at me because you got outpicked. So I don't know if he really got outpicked. IX Mike, I think the laning could have definitely been a little bit better rotating. They don't really have too much of a late game presence, but they do have to push. Eventually the Warlock ulti will. You don't see me winning about it. You don't see. Eventually they're gonna scale down a little bit. Necrolite will always have his ulti, but once he pops it, he's just not much doing. It's a skewer. Mike dodges it, and this might be Magnus bragging about how he's not gonna die, but there's that slow doing good amount of work. But he's gonna have his blink dagger. You gotta right click him. Oh, they actually do, and they will kill him. Now that's his first death. He uses the Necrolite ulti just for him. While that Prophet ulti bounce, doing a lot of damage to Shadow Demon. Might go down here. There's that mech up. He gets a Soul Catcher on the Alchemist. Alchemist is tanking up a lot of damage. Nature's Prophet hunting. He's got the Shadow Poison. He's gonna hunt this Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon goes down. Necrolite goes down. Magnus is dead. And this is where Necrolite wished he had his ulti. He could have maybe done a little bit more damage. Well, that sounded like a Horus punch, but it wasn't. Bristleback at this point doesn't have too much damage.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
So, not looking too good. Radiant don't really have any words to wow, why is this Shadow Demon on almost 1,000 gold? There's the stun, stuns himself, probably hoping to catch out someone. That's fine, because once he pops his ulti, look at that regen, it's pretty ridiculous. 35.9
middle tower is under
and about 15. They could maybe Roche, because they got that medallion. Shadow Demon needs to be careful, he needs to back up, he might die here. Because if he stuns Shadow Demon, they won't be able to do anything. Oh wow, this is a great disruption. But he does end up not stunning himself, unfortunately. There's a Magnus RP on 3. There's a Skewer. Shockwave actually is going to kill someone. There's Mike's Rock. Kills the Alchemist. Leshrac goes down. Shadow Demon goes down. And are they going to be able to catch this Magnus? They won't. But Necrolite dies. It was great. There's no way he can stop this. Next has a Deso. And they do bait out the RP. But worse, Warlock's ulti got traded. At least he didn't die though. But the Warlock ulti is a little bit more important to the Radiant side. He needs to be a little bit careful. So they're all in the jungle, searching, just pushing. It's got that, now that Magnus has levels of Empower, he can empower this Lifestealer. And he's going to do quite a bit of damage. They could go for Roche. I think they can. They might though. Radiant don't have any wards around. Here's an illusion rune. Well, Nature's Prophet comes in, TPs and kills. And you know, that's probably what I meant. When he needs to just back up, he chooses just try to farm. So Mike probably not too happy. He's had a bad game. 3, 9, and 6. Wow. Alchemist has Blade Mail now. He's just basically being a 3-roll Alchemist. And I guess that's what you need to do if he goes minion. Just fight now, fight now, fight now. Nature's Prophet buys a Dagon. Very interesting item. And he's just looking to burst all these supports, hopefully to kill Mike before he drops his ulti. And there's more action going around. I just don't have time. There's a mana drain. Leshrac dies. I'm not sure what he was doing. I guess he was hoping to ward. And Nature's Prophet gets a kill on the Coddle, and the clutch mech saves IX Mike, and Alchemist dies once again. What a disaster. And it's so hard trying to translate Mike's typing. The Lifestealer looking to come in and kill him, and looks like he will get Mike, and 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits, and just completely melts him. There's a Force Staff. Bristleback. Oh, just back up. Keep backing up. Don't turn around. Oh, there's a Magnus RP just for the Necrolite. Radiant's Courier dies again. Miss Micro.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
What is that Coddle doing? I'm not sure. Just feeds himself. I don't know. Did he just not see? I'm not sure what he was doing so far up there. And so this is looking pretty bad. Wow, 12,000 lead for gold, and 16,000 more than that. Yeah, it's almost 20,000 lead for EXP. And I don't see the Radiant side coming back from this. I think maybe the Dire did slightly outpick him, but they did have a greedy lineup. That tri-lane, the thing about tri-lane The tri-lane didn't work out too well. There's a disruption trying to save IX Mike. IX Mike will probably still die. No, there is a purge to try to slow him down, but he will die here. Infest actually does really well. There's a stun, and it actually gets a max stun on Bristleback, but does no damage. He's got that third skill, Bristleback, and they're just trying to hold it out. And there is that blade mail being popped, maybe a little bit premature. Trying to damage him a little bit more, get him to about half health, because then Necrolite can kill him. There's that force staff, and there will be a kill here. They do get the kill on the Alchemist, but he is not the one roll anymore. The one roll is probably just Nyx, and Nature's Prophet has a Dagon 4. He can just completely assassinate any one of these heroes except for maybe Bristleback. There's Nature's Prophet, like I said, completely assassinating a hero. Don't even know where that happened. Oh, look, that Coddle trying to ward. Ward and T-ward.
Tower is under attack.
And
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
not looking too good. And he again assassinates this. Actually, did he pop his ulti just to kill him? I don't even think he was there. And they're pinging the Roshan. Roshan probably died pretty quickly with that Desolator and Alchemist's Medallion once he comes in. Oh, there will be a DD. Yes. Let's see how fast this guy dies. Stun to start things off, and just, wow. So much damage done to Roshan. He's got -3 armor. He'll just die really quickly. And, like I said, we'll probably be looking to sell his wand, pick up the Aegis, and maybe even give it to Prophet. Who knows? There's ping on Mike. Mike overextends and he's gonna die here. It's a Dagon. Dagon. Stun. Yep, Dagon. Security kill. He overextends. I think Mike has pretty much given up on his game, just doesn't care too much. He's almost got his Ags. He just needs about 1,000 more gold. And I just don't see the Radiant going to be able to come back from this. I guess there's a gem on the Radiant side at least, but they're just on a whole nother level when it comes to levels. There's a refresher on Mag. Wow, this will look like to be racks, if not more than that. Life Stealer has his AC. They're just not going to be able to kill him now. There's that Blade Mail doing a lot of work. There might be a double RP coming up really soon. He's still fishing for that. Oh wow, they actually killed the Magnus before he gets it off. There's a scream for help. Necrolite does die. He buys back, but I don't know how much he's going to be able to do without his Reaper sight. And they're chasing now. Bristleback, one of the best chasers in the game. He doesn't have, and there's a rock dropped, and they're gonna probably kill the Slash Track, but they're concentrating on this Alchemist. Bristleback will go down here, I think. Wow, they just right clicks him and kills him. And the chase might go the other way. Yeah, it is. Alchemist throws the stun, kills Warlock again. Wow, that Force Staff, I don't know if it's going to be enough to save him. It might be. Shadow Demon looking to trade his life. And there's a little bit of lag, I'm sorry guys. And is he looking, does he have his ulti? No, Shadow Demon does not have his mana to drop the ulti to go for it. But they just don't even have damage. They look for all the team fight. And Coddle takes a bit of damage from Alchemist. Blade Mail. It's a short cooldown, why not, right? And he's going to probably get this stomp, just looking to dive. Oh my god! Yeah, that's a level 5 Dagon, guys. Completely assassinating Keeper Light buys back. And they're just gonna get racks really quickly unless they try to glyph. If they glyph, they have a chance of stopping it. I hope they glyph. They don't glyph. And maybe they just don't care now. They're just giving up. Wow, nice disruption to save himself. And Lifestealer goes down. Or Aegis is popped instead. It's a really loud sound, sorry guys. There's an RP on 2. There's gonna be a second RP. Here we go. It's just not gonna use it quite yet. Skewer, he's got no mana, where he can pop the wand and then he will have the mana. That doesn't matter. Nice split earth, getting this Acolyte, and he goes down. Lifestealer doing so much damage, right clicking from Nature's Prophet throws the Dagon while he gets disrupted. Look kind of funny. And Nyx dies. Diving that. There is the first FF. Just need 3 more. And yeah, the Radiant team should have. I think they should have grouped up a little bit earlier, but then Alchemist's ganks have been really well, and he dominated his lane. IX Mike fed, borderline fed, I'd say. Feeding, I think, is just on purpose, or just completely bad player, or it's just completely being a bad player. But IX Mike, as we all know, not a bad player. He might just not care that much. Well played, people. And in the end, he becomes a good sport. Alchemist just sitting there. Might be just AFK. He's gonna try to just right click him, doesn't do any damage. It's Fatal Bonds. Oh no, Alchemist actually starts paying attention now. And he doesn't have his rock. Oh my gosh, just doing so much damage. Warlock gets like a 3-second head start but still dies. It just probably blinks at, comes back in. Ethereal Blades, then Dagon. So much damage. And yeah, this is game over. Now they're just having fun at this moment. Just killing everybody. And the night vision is pretty bad. They do get the kill on Alchemist. The Necrolite ulti. It's just that their most of their damage is very reliant on magical, and most of all the Fatal Bonds. And it just hasn't been doing well. RPG 711. That's interesting. There might be an RP just for the lulz. There's a skewer backwards and he will die. No, the Force Staff was there. Good thing he was patient. Nyx dies. Pull your strings. Yeah, I need to look up some of these aliases. I don't know which ones are pros and which ones aren't. I know Arteezy was definitely playing from Kaipi. Eternal Envy might have even been playing. It seems like Universe? Pull your strings. Universe was around? I'm not sure. So I'll just kind of like, you know, run this game over, and that Dagon Ethereal Blade by Prophet doing so much damage. She's gonna kill this guy. Oh, hoping the Blade Mail kill him, but he won't get it timed right, and he will actually get away from here unless they decide to dive him. There's a dive. Nyx comes in, kills him, and he will die. Pay for his life here. But they do team wipe him, and it's 1 Rax. There's a buyback. Couple of buybacks. Oh my gosh. Ethereal Blade. And Ethereal Blade Dagon just does so much damage. No one happy about this. Yeah, Broodstar is also a pretty famous player. At least at the NA scene. So, Alchemist looking to stun up again. There's a slow on Mike and doesn't even need it. Blink Dagger on Nyx doing so much. Stomach hurts again.
Thank you.
And they're just looking to just right click away, make this last as long as possible. You're gonna get this tower. You're gonna get the second tower, not even bothering the glyph. And even among friends, games are flame. It's going to be a stun on the Brispec. Brispec has his Blade Mail up. It's not going to do much for him. He's just going to die very easily. Probably. No, there's an RP. They're probably going to get a second RP. Yep. He dies anyways. HM will go down soon. Let's start map. There's Dagon, Ethereal Dagon. It's always a great thing. Ulti get there. They will kill this Lifestealer. Yeah, I believe they will. And Lifestealer, yeah, it goes down here. Takes a Warlock ulti and about 4 people to right click him down, but he does die. And using Warlock Golem to just tank up the creeps a little bit and make this game last just a little bit longer, less than 400 HP. It is regenerating pretty quickly though. It's interesting. Nature's Prophet could just come in, right click, agent down by himself, and they won't be able to do anything. But they're choosing to just farm a bit, make himself. Here's a DD rune. Leshrac just doesn't care about it, walks away. What's Leshrac got? Double bracer and drums. Interesting. Gotta go to the bathroom. Never mind, be right back. So Mike, as you saw, he's notoriously bad at typing, doing so many mistypes because he's typing so fast. It's just he doesn't even care, and most people. It gets to the point where some people just don't even understand what he's saying. Nature's Prophet picks up that refresher orb. So much magical damage. Bristlepike can time that blade mill right. It'd be really funny. It just automatically kills the Prophet. Just tried to do a blink skewer RP. Not working out. As a Thero Blade, he'll be a Dagon. And he actually gets. It's fine. There's a Dagon on it. That's Shadow Team. Doing so much damage. Sorry, a little bit of lag. But there's RP. Completely missed that. Not that it matters anymore. And hopefully they just go finish it. There's tempted. Oh, he force-snaps himself out. But Magnus skewers him. And triple kill by Nature's Prophet. It's just basically run up the stat score. Finally, that's GG, guys. Maybe it was an outpick, maybe it wasn't. But the rating picked up a lot of interesting heroes. They picked up the Bristleback and they picked up the Necrolite. But the problem with those two heroes is just they don't do enough damage. They're tanky. They don't have enough damage to do anything, and they probably relied on the Fatal Bonds overall. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and GG.